The Retention Center is an instructor-only tool that enables you to get focused attention to students who need it. It replaces the early warning system. This tutorial shows you how to utilize the Retention Center information to monitor student engagement. You will view and modify rules that trigger alerts and see how to create new rules. The Retention Center does not require setup, so you can use it right away. You can access it in My Blackboard for a snapshot of student performance in all of your courses. To access the Retention Center, come up to your Blackboard shell next to where your name is and click the down arrow. This up and down arrow signifies the Retention Center. Let's break down the information on the main page. The three main areas are students at risk, specific people or items you are monitoring, and your course activity. The bar at the top shows you the total number of students at risk. Click it to show the number of students in each category. The category shows students at risk because of missed deadlines, low grades, or minimal activity, or not logging in. You can contact the students in the categories easily. Send an email to all students who have missed a deadline. You can also notify specific students by clicking on their name. Here you will see that this student has missed 4 deadlines, and here is the notification history that I've already had with this student starting back in January. All information that is sent through the students in the Retention Center is tracked in the Retention Center. For example, if I were to email this student, the copy of this email appears in the Retention Center. Additionally, I can add notes about a student so that I can keep track of excuses or contact that the student has given back to me. Example, if this student has emailed me and I want to keep a paper trail, I can copy and paste the email in this note and save it. This note then is part of the record for all of my contacts for this student. I can also edit the rules. I can customize the rules by clicking this Customize button. Here you can see that the default rules are course activity within the last week is 20% below the course average, default course active, access more than 2 days ago, the external grade is below 65%, or they have missed a deadline by more than 0 days. I can add or delete or modify any of these rules. I can create a grade rule or a course access rule that is specific for weeks 1 and 2. I can make sure that it is included in the risk table, and I can specify the number of days since last recorded access to the course that will trigger an alert. Then click Submit. Here is my week 1 or 2 attendance. It is included in the risk table, which will trigger an alert. And if I ever decide after weeks 1 and 2 that I don't want that to factor in, I can either edit this so that it will showcase students who are not logging in every 4 days, or I can exclude it from the risk table and then add a different activity rule for the rest of the semester. All of the rules that you create in the Retention Center can be exported and imported from one semester to another. You can also modify rules. If I am concerned in the beginning of the semester about grades, I can say, here are the rule criterias. I can monitor a final grade or a specific item grade, so this could be quiz 1 on Judaism. And I can set the grade value either above or below whatever percentage I choose. So if they get below a 70% on that test, then it will trigger an alert in the Retention Center. And then I can click Submit. This is what it means when it says that the grade is modified. The Retention Center also shows your activity in the course. Only you can see this information. At a glance, you know which assessments and course communication areas are awaiting your attention. and when you last logged in or created content. From this area, you can also send a quick announcement or even create groups. You can review your own level of interaction and jump directly into a communication tool to further engage your students.